Today on the channel, it's time for a little blood and guts with the AEW Jazzwares Ringside Collectibles Blood and Guts 2-pack with MJF and CM Punk.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Jazzwares unboxing and review. And today, we celebrate the famous dog collar match with MJF and CM Punk, Blood and Guts, Ringside Collectibles exclusive. But for all your Blood and Guts exclusive needs, hey, head on over to Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And this, of course, being a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, that is the only place to pick this up. And, of course, shipping right now should be a hot property for the summertime months here is this 2-pack. As you guys know, Blood and Guts, a very cool line. There's a lot of people that only collect the Blood and Guts figures from AEW. Me, this is one of the only lines of AEW figures that I collect all mint on card. As of right now, I'm part of the Double Up Club in the Blood and Guts set, and this one is a cool one. A very cool box set. Very similar to the Kenny Omega, John Moxley 2-pack, the packaging style and stuff. Reminds me of that in a lot of ways. A very cool set. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old MJF, CM Punk are up to. Big window packaging here. Love the blood splatter on the plastic as well. Very cool. This would be one of those ones that would be great to be autographed. Very cool to get CM Punk and MJF signatures on there to represent this thing. Just a very, very cool idea here. Of course, you do get the Ringside Collectibles exclusive logo right up top there. MJF, CM Punk, Blood and Guts, dog collar match. There they are squaring off inside. Just a very, very cool looking 2-pack right there. On the side, MJF, CM Punk, AEW. On this side, very reminiscent of the Supreme figures as well. You do get the extra heads, the extra hands for both guys right there on the side. I like that you can see that. I like that it's stored there. One thing I forgot to mention, Unrivaled Collection Series 100, or I should say numbered 114. I am not a fan of this at all. I feel like Blood and Guts should have their own number system, or better yet, no numbering system for the Blood and Guts. This does not feel like it should be part of the Unrivaled Collection. If somebody, for some crazy person out there, has every single one, has them lined up, this thing sticks out like a sore thumb if you're trying to line these all up. But it is what it is. It's your collection at the end of the day, as we always do say. Dog collar match on the top. Nothing too fun there. On the back, though, some cool Blood and Guts imagery right there. You got the chain wrapped around old MJF. Hard times right there going on. You do got autographs on the side as well. Looking good. What else does it say back here? Blood and Guts, dog collar match, MJF, CM Punk from AEW Revolution 3/6/2022, Orlando, Florida. Beautiful this time of year. Sure, why not? I'm sure it's warm. But definitely very cool. But I'm going to try to get this out of the package. These are always a mystery to unbox, some of these big deluxe sets here from, well, there we go. Maybe not. You cut the tape. There it is off to the side. So that came out really easily. How easy are the figures going to come out? And like I said, I got to order myself another set of these. See you later, because I have to have one of these on card. So I'll make the order eventually. A little long game when I need to bundle something in there. I'll figure it out. Very cool here. A little, almost like a stage on here. You got blood going on in the background, and you got Punk and MJF. Very cool. Very cool attention to detail. They could have just done a plain gray color background. Instead, you got a little image in there. So I'm here for that. That looks good. See you later. Goodbye. All right, plastic prison time. What do we got going on? Nobody's buckled in. I'm always happy to see that, but there's old CM Punk. There's MJF. I love how they're displayed in the packaging here. They both got the dog collar on, the blood splatter. Oh, man. The mud, the blood, and the beer. They got it going on in spades right here. There's one. I get this chain all wrapped out. There we go. And MJF is out. Plastic prison. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get the other plastic prison for the accessories here, the heads and the hands. Man, oh man, this, I guarantee one or both of these figures are going to be in my top 10 AEW year-end list. There's no way around it. I think that's just going to have to be the way it is here. Very interesting. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'll talk about it here in a second. If I can get these hands out, we'll talk about hands that are fighting you. Jeez. They are in there, and they are in there tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these hands out. Holy cow, they will not go out. Now there's two. There's 3. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking. And then we're stalled again. What are we doing here? These hands very tight in there. Especially CM Punk's hands, having all kinds of trouble. Don't want them to go flying across the room either. Don't want to lose them, of course. Nobody wants to lose any hands. My goodness. Well, I'm going to work on these later, I think. I might be here all day. Unless I get the old razor blade out. Oh my gosh, they are lodged in there. Yeah, it is what it is. You guys have seen hands, but the hands we have here, we get the 2 wide open Superman hands for CM Punk. So we got those 2 very interesting hands. And then we got a gripping hand and a gripping hand for MJF. So we'll show glamour shot pictures of those. CM Punk, of course, has 2 more Punk hands, drug-free. You got 2 Fists of Fury. You got to have Fists of Fury if you're in a blood and guts match, no doubt about it. You got the tape fist with the blood on it. The X is going there. Looking good for old CM Punk. And then you got the MJF hands. You got 2 fists as well. You got a splayed out open hand. So we got all that going on. Then we get the heads here. We'll talk about those in a second. But man, oh man, how cool is this? How cool is this chain going on? I didn't realize that they had the clear rubber bands going on around the wrist on these guys to really keep it locked down, I guess. I don't know. How am I going to get that out? Let's see if I pull these hands out. There we go. That might do it. I don't know. They're locked in there. Interesting. Interesting. I like that they did that, though. That is attention to detail because you don't want that stuff flaying all over the place in the package. You don't want things falling out on the package, things like that. So I understand why they would do that after all. Oh, come on. Boy, this is turning into quite the unboxing. There's a lot more work to be done on this than I was hoping there would be. All right. Got the hands back in. We're going to get down to it here, maybe. Maybe. Come on, CM Punk. Hand go in. There it is. What a challenge. I'm going to pop his head off. There we go. And that's going to take the chain out. Oh, my gosh. It's locked in on both hands. What are we doing here? What are we doing? We got all kinds of stuff going on with this figure. And I guess MJF, is he locked in too? No, he's not locked in on the hands at least. Man, oh man, they got to make it difficult for old Kyle here. Get all these plastic out. There it is. There's the other one. We're getting there. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're getting there. All right, CM Punk, you're all set. You're ready to be reviewed. You're ready to be talked about. You're ready to be discussed. You're ready to be broke down. We're going to get to it here with CM Punk. Going to put his head there, MJF's head over here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Going to pop MJF's head off. Oh, my gosh. There we go. All right. Bear with me. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, then now we get the chain. This is what I'm talking about. This is absolutely awesome. And the ease of the articulation of the AEW figures make this even better. You just pop the head off, pop this on, bam, you got a dog collar match. You get a Cody Rhodes figure, you get a Brody Lee figure, do the same thing. So you could use this with other figures. I think that is great. I love the brown leather color on here. Definitely looks very cool. And then I love the chain. The chain feels just right. It's a real chain. It feels like a chain you'd have around your necklace or something like that. It's not a plastic chain. It's nothing like that. It is very nice. Very good attention to details here. Absolutely fabulous right there. Now we're going to dive in. I guess we'll go MJF first. He is the current champion, so I probably better do him first. Maybe you should go last. I don't know. We're doing him first. We're doing him first. We got MJF out of the package here. And man, oh man, he's got the blood going on. Now, this doesn't feel totally different. I guess CM Punk doesn't feel totally different either, as we've had many MJF figures. We've had many CM Punk figures, as we do know. But we do get MJF in a bloody gear, and he's got a little wonky leg here. It almost needs to be heated up, as he's got a little bit of a bend there. Like he just jumped off a horse, or he's a Power Town figure. Maybe at that end. But the head sculpt here, he's got a very determined face going on. I don't know if that's supposed to be his tongue or his lips in pink. But he's got kind of like he's biting his tongue maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But of course, the thing you do notice on here is he's got the old east-west connection going on the front of his forehead. He's got the big old slice all the way down. He's got blood coming down throughout, all the way around the eye as well. Good bloody, gory details, man. I'm here for that. He's got his beard going on there as well, looking just like MJF would have, and of course his patented MJF haircut. Looks like MJF all day. But this is the head sculpt you're definitely going to be using. This one, just re-release of a head sculpt, makes sense. This is the new one. This is the one to use. Looking like a young Wardlow here. Screaming. He's screaming. He's got blood on his face, blood down his nose, blood on his head, blood around his eyes. He's a guy that's been in battle. He's been in some wars. This is no doubt the head sculpt I'm going to use on this pack set right here. Then you get MJF. We talked about the head. I guess let's walk through the articulation real quick. Arms do go all the way around. Side to side on the old bicep. Double jointed in elbows. Unfortunately, we still got the pins. Hands back and forth, side to side. You got the open hand here, gripping hand on this side. You do get the black elbow pad here for MJF, so we're here for that. You do have his lion tattoo on the side. I will say he's a little bit loose. The arms are a little bit loose. The ab crunch is a little bit loose on this one, the hula hoop. He's just a little bit looser than most of the AEW figures we unbox here on the channel, so just make note of that, I guess. Waist articulation side to side. Big old MJF splits if he needs to. Thigh cut, of course. Double jointed knees. We got the knee pad going on as well in a nice teal color down here. Nice, really shiny metallic teal color to match the trunks. Looking nice. Got the white boots. Looking really good there. You got that same lion logo from his tattoo on his white boots as well. You got all kinds of tattoos going on. I don't know what that tattoo is on the side. He's got a tattoo there. And then, of course, it wouldn't be blood and guts without a little bit of blood and guts. So you got blood on the tights, blood on the thighs, blood on the chest, blood on the arms. He's bleeding all over the place. He's a bloody mess. You got the lions on the trunks as well. MJF on the back of the trunks. Definitely MJF. Definitely an interesting figure. I'm here for it. The more bloody figures, the better. I always do like these kind of things. Like I said, I love the blood and guts line. So MJF, feeling like an MJF we've had before, but feeling different with all the blood and the new head sculpt, no doubt about it. Of course, he does fit on a Jazzwares Ringside Collectible stand. Head over to Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. So there's MJF, and I gotta say, I like it, but I thought CM Punk was going to be the star of this 2-pack set here. CM Punk, of course, a character I resonate a little bit more with over the years. I've always enjoyed CM Punk, but CM Punk feels a little bit fresher, feels a little bit new, and of course, CM Punk hasn't been around on AEW TV for quite some time, but we do know this Saturday, depending when you're watching this, he's coming back for Collision there on, was it on TNT, I believe it is? So we will see that, the return of CM Punk in Chicago, of all places as well. But this one feels really cool, and the cool thing about this one, I thought, and one thing that's really weird is his arm is like stuck in position here, so I'm going to have to heat that up, but I cannot get this arm to move. That's never a good day at the office. Oh, there we go. I just had to power through it a little bit. Very tight ratchet joints on this CM Punk, which isn't a bad thing. Maybe a little too tight, but definitely tight there. But like I was saying, the thing about this one is the head sculpt. The head sculpt on CM Punk here is the game changer. I love the Punk head sculpt right out of the package. It's all brand new here. You got the hair going on over down there. You got mixed in the blood. You got the blood on the nose. You got, once again, the very determined look, just like we saw with MJF. You got the beard going on. Definitely looks like a guy just walked out of a horror movie or something is how he looks there. Definitely very cool. But this one, once again, the second head is the game-changing head. And this one is no different, just like MJF's. You get the hair and the eyes across there. The hair's all over the place. And then he's got blood everywhere, all over his whole face. I mean, really looks like he walked out of a horror movie. Looks like he's totally drenched in blood. Just so cool. Just such a cool look here. You got the blood in the beard, You got the blood in the ears going on. Just an absolute bloodbath, and that's what I'm here for. If you're going to do blood and guts, man, go all out. Let's get bloody. That's what he's got right there. Of course, articulation can be the exact same as MJF, so I don't need to walk through the articulation on this one. But you do got CM Punk's tattoos all over the place, of course. I love that they got the Cobra logo up on his shoulder. You got it mixed in with some blood as well. The chest tattoos, of course. Straight edge there on the stomach. Looking good. And you got blood mixed throughout all of his tattoos. The chest, the back, all that kind of stuff. You got the drops all over the white pants here. Looking good. You got Punk down the side. Triple X for the Straight Edge Society on the side there as well. You got the wrappings on the forearms, the wrapping of the hands. You got the X on the hands. X marks the spot, maybe in some ways. But definitely the straight edge hands going there. And I love, once again, the blood mixed into the forearm tape. Just really, really does look good. I love the old boxer trunks here on Punk. I'm glad he went this direction for this match. I think it looks really good. You got 2 black knee pads on him. You do got the black boots as well. Very good there. And then the ankle articulation looking good with the old black as well. So very, very cool looking at CM Punk here. Just a lot of detail. Always love the detail they add to his tattoos as well. Just very, very cool. Then you mix all that blood throughout. Man, you got an absolute game changer of a figure right here. Of course, does he fit on a Ringside Collectible stand? Oh my gosh, is he not going to fit? What are we doing? What are we doing, Jazzwares? Oh my gosh, he does not fit on a stand. Does he fit on a Mattel stand? What are we doing? What are we doing here? So he fits on a Mattel ringside stand. For those keeping track at home, you need a stand for your CM Punk. Grab a Mattel stand. I believe Jade Cargill also had that, and somebody else. So, I don't know. CM Punk, his hole's not big enough for the AEW stand, I guess, at the end of the day. But really, at the end of the day, a very cool set right here. Possibly, I'd have to think about it for a little bit, but I think this is the best Blood and Guts set we have received yet. The dog collar chain adds so much to this pack. The bloody extra heads here add so much. Just a very cool set, a very iconic set, and maybe it's sentimental with CM Punk coming back. We'll see what he does on Saturday, like I said, as I'm filming this, but just a very, very cool set, and I'm very happy to add this to my Blood and Guts collection. Like I said, I'm going to pick up another one of these for mint on card. Who knows? But of course, we've had other Blood and Guts figures over time. We had Britt Baker. We had Thunder Rosa separately, of course, as we do know. The one that started it all, the one that changed the game, we had Dustin and Cody Rhodes looking really good there. And then the set that I do kind of reminds me of this is with box ties and everything else, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. We just got a bloody murders row here. It's almost time we can do a top 5 countdown of favorite Blood and Guts figures. Maybe we'll wait for a top 10, as we're getting pretty close here. Well, let's get 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 8. We're really close, so we'll see. We'll see what the next 2-pack brings us, and then maybe we will do that. Who knows? But I would love to see the FTR pack as the next one against the Briscoes. I think that would be a cool one. Maybe a 4-pack. Who knows? But very, very cool. I can't recommend this one enough. If you like MJF, you like CM Punk, you got to pick this up. If you love Blood and Guts wrestling figures, you got to pick this up. If you need the chain accessory, I know we had one from Boss Fight not too far ago, but this one is a little bit superior if you ask me, but both are really, really good. But definitely have to get it for that as well. So, man, what a set here. What a special set. I'm here for it. But what about you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? You picking up this 2-pack? You playing the long game? You straight up passing? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day. And we got more content for you on Patreon, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, you name it. There is a ton of stuff going on the Patreon. And as a Patreon member, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for a little Blood and Guts, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.